there's a life I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that road could have carried me to streets of gold. Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Good morning, Robertson County. This is 1100 WSGI. How you doing? I'm Charlie Vaughn, and this is one street over, and this is an opportunity to see what's going on around town. Well, Christmas is going on around town. Terry Martin, woo, Hollywood is in the house. Famous Stanley's coming in too today. I mean, we just get all famous up in here. I love it. So Alex Maddox is one of my students, and he was on set. He was there a day. He's a young guy. He's dark-headed. You probably recognize him, but so he was an extra. And there was one scene where he's walking out of the store and y'all going in or something like that. And I said, "Why did you work for Hollywood?" And he said, "Well, his call time, my rap time was the same as his call time." And he was speaking. Yeah, I was like, "That's cool." My rap time was his call time, and I was like, "That's pretty cool, Alex. That's pretty cool."
You read those sheets enough that you just start.
Here's and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden team. My friends and your friends in real estate. If you're looking for somebody to represent you, no matter if you're on the buying side or the selling side of the real estate table, they're a great team. Barry's the marketer. He came out of a marketing background, was a vice president of a marketing company for many years in Nashville, went full-time with real estate. So he, a few years ago, and so he comes to the table able to make sure everybody knows your property is for sale. If you decide you have property that you want to put on the market, they're going to know about it. And that's key to getting top dollar. Rebecca's been at this a long time. One of the first in the area to be a senior real estate specialist. We point that out because that illustrates how she studies. She stays up to date on what you need to know to make sure you're properly represented when you come to the table. They specialize in Robertson County, but they buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. If you want to know more about my friends Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team, go to sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy BUI RobertsonCounty.com. Again, sellwithbecky.com or buy BUI RobertsonCounty.com and tell them U-Turn sent you. Let's go to the races. You know, I never really thought I would
It's going to be fun to watch. I cannot wait. Can't wait.
I absolutely love going to the races. We went a few weeks ago, and I've been to racetracks before. I've done a lot of events and things like that around racetracks with all the time I've spent in radio, but I never sat down and
it
watch
probably
the
once a week
cars
or
go
text
around
back
the
and
track.
forth.
It is so
from the
exciting.
owners.
I absolutely loved it, and I will
producer
be back. And I'm
and,
talking about Veterans Motorplex, the
he-
old
I
Highland
haven't
Rim
asked him
over
yet.
at 3183
Okay.
Kelly Willis
Last I
Road in
heard was
Greenbrier,
February.
Tennessee.
Well, see, we need to
They're in
have
their
a big
season right now
premiere.
through
No, we do.
November.
Yes, we do.
Every Saturday
No,
night.
we
You
need
can
to
go
get
out
through
and take
Winter
your family
Wonderland.
out.
I
There's
know.
two races.
It
We
is
need to
so
go Winter
exciting.
Wonderland.
You're going to have so much
And,
fun. The gates
remind
open
me,
at
I
4.
want to talk to you.
Qualifying
Do you
starts
know
at
anything about the
4:30.
downtown
The real
theater?
racing
What's
starts
happening
at
with it?
6,
What
and
are
then
they
they
doing?
go
Do
for
you have
several
any
hours.
insight
It is a
into that?
blast. They have events for the kids,
rumor
and they have
mill
great
is that
concessions,
it's
great
back up
hamburgers and
and
hot dogs. They're
going
very
again.
affordable for
There's
the
a-
family.
I'm
40
excited about
bucks.
that.
But the
Okay.
folks
Get
I
in
think that
2
had it were
adults
going to sell
and
it,
6
and now they've
minor
decided not
kids. 2
to,
adults,
and
6 minor
they're going
kids
forward
for
again to
40
try to
bucks.
get
You
it
cannot
open,
beat that
and
price
I need
anywhere. You will
somebody
have
with
so much
connections to
fun.
them so they'll come
I
in and
can't
talk
wait
to us
to
about it,
see you
because
at the
there's so
races
much
again.
curiosity
Get
about
out
that.
there
So,
Saturday
yes,
night.
Winter Wonderland,
Again, gates
Winter
open at
Wonderland, Winter
4.
Wonderland.
Qualifying at
Opens
4:30.
Saturday.
Racing starts at
Winter
6
Rainy
p.m.
Friday
Veterans
night, you told me.
Motorplex,
Yeah.
3183
Winter Rainy
Kelly
Land
Willis
right
Road, Greenbrier,
No,
Tennessee.
rain go away.
Every
Rain
Saturday
go
night.
away.
I'll
Come
see you
again another
there.
day.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, or you can be snow. You could get colder and be
Yes.
snow. That'd be perfect. We'd
Right
love
now, the
that.
long range forecast, which we know isn't worth a nickel.
Yeah.
But right now, it's showing snow the following weekend.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Okay, very good. I love it. But that's going to be when my kids are there for Christmas. My kids will be at the house for Christmas.
The following weekend.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
We're having Christmas on the
Looking back
17th.
on all the
So
chances
wouldn't that
that I
be wonderful? We got
missed.
snow.
Some
Oh, that'd be so much fun. So anyway, so give me the particulars. We're opening on Friday. What can we expect? How's it?
I wondered
We're hoping to open on Friday.
Well, if it rains, will that keep it up?
If it, of course, this Friday and Saturday is our first time in 2 years that
the
we're
curtain that
have
rises
people
to
get back out and walk through.
Okay, yeah. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
With the grandkids.
Yes. But we do not offer that if it's rain.
Okay.
If it's a light rain, then we'll still do the drive. If it's a heavier rain, the moderate to heavy rain, we just don't open it at all because electricity and water does not G-haul.
Yeah, exactly. So I love that G-haul, and I know what that means. I get that. I'm from Kentucky, man. I'm from West Kentucky. I know what G-haul means. But so we're talking with Terry Martin, and he is our. Okay, I'm gonna get it wrong. He is the Parks and Recreation Director.
Parks guy.
Parks guy, just Parks guy. Absolutely. Have you watched Parks and Rec yet?
Yeah, I've seen episodes of it.
You gotta watch that.
That one
So
guy,
funny.
the one guy, I don't know. He's played in several different movies. He's
Chris Pratt.
yeah.
Oh,
He's hilarious.
so funny.
He is hilarious.
So funny. But yeah, you got to watch Parks and Rec just for Chris Pratt because he's just a riot.
Yeah.
But it is a fun show, and as soon as I met you, my mind completely went to Parks and Rec. But anyway, because I'm
There's some
there's
similarities there.
some echoes.
Yeah.
There's some things that go on. That's hysterical. I love it, But fun stuff, and y'all do such a great job, and we're so excited. So if rain can stay away, we're going to open up this weekend. We're going to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or just what are the days?
So the 9th, Friday night,
Okay.
through the 23rd,
Okay.
every night, as long weather permitting.
Drive through. Every night drive through.
Every night drive through.
Okay.
You can drive through it only if that's what you choose to do. You can drive through it only. It's completely up to you.
Okay.
But starting this weekend, Friday the 9th, Saturday the 10th, and then the following Friday and Saturday, those 4 nights are where you can get out and walk around.
Okay.
Weather
Those are walk
permitting.
through, weather permitting.
Yeah.
And we might have snow the weekend of the 17th. Because
Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be wonderful because I'm having Christmas at my house. And so we have snow, and we could go walk through Winter Wonderland and then go play in the snow back at
Yeah.
Mama and Papa's. It's just perfect.
That would be
Yeah.
That'd be something.
That'd be awesome.
Something. We've had flurries before come out there, but we've never had like a dusting or at least a
Oh, but you can get it now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that time of the year. My birthday. I'm going to be 60 on Thursday, y'all. Oh, and Tommy Marsh, happy birthday, brother, my blues brother. He's turning 60 today. My husband's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
59. He's still in his 50s. Tommy Marsh is turning
robbed the
60.
cradle.
I did. I'm a cougar, right? But Tommy and I were born just a couple of days apart. We found out, and so I think that's why we've had this camaraderie. We're like
we're hitting 60 together. So he turned 60 today. I turned 60 on Thursday. We were joking we needed to have a party.
Yeah.
But, you know, he had one up at where he plays on Thursday night, and we dropped in. But my family got together with me. You know, when you get this age, what you really want is just extra time with your kids, and I got that Sunday. So
There
they
you
came
go.
out, and we did a thing. And so I'm going to try to get reservations at a Ray's on Thursday night. But I know it's a pretty hot spot, man.
Hoping,
so
right?
I'm trying. So may come out with a couple of the kids then, and my hubby, I'll take him too.
Well,
But,
I've had the food. It's good.
I haven't been yet. I'm
That's
excited
good.
to try it. I'm excited to try it. So anyway, but with I don't know what was I going to say? There was a point to all of that. Oh, because my birthday's in December, it's been notable through my life when it snowed. Because we would always, when I was a kid, they would let me, since it was my birthday, December
Right.
8th, they would say, oh, you can put the Christmas tree up. And there would be times that we would have snow. And so, yeah, you know, it does snow. I mean, we've
Yeah.
had snow in the fall with the leaves on the trees and
yeah.
still. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it can happen, but wouldn't that be wonderful?
That would
just
be great.
perfect. And the rain go away this weekend so we can get everybody out there. Oh,
rain.
We'll pray it out.
Gosh.
Pray it out. I know.
I
but
know we need it.
Yeah.
I know we do.
But
So
not
that's a
this
tough one.
minute.
Yeah.
Not this minute.
Yeah. Like when we have ball tournaments, if we have ball tournaments or something out there, my prayer is always, Lord, Robertson County needs rain. Let the floodgates open, but put a dome over Travis Price Park.
I love it. It's like just keep us dry right here, and that happens too. I mean, growing up in the farming world, how many times has your neighbor's field got wet and yours didn't?
We've called
Yeah.
out at the park
Oh, yeah.
before from the center. Hey, are the ball games on? It's pouring down rain out here. And they'll answer and say, we don't have no rain out here.
Okay,
So
there you
it,
go.
you know, it
Yeah.
does that a lot,
That's just it.
but not the last couple of days.
There you go. It's pretty
raining
soaked.
everywhere.
Yeah, and you're trying to set up. How's that going? Is it hindering your work?
We were fortunate yesterday,
Okay.
because that's what was bothering us, that we were going to lose the whole week. So yesterday we were fortunate, and the staff knows, you know, we don't expect them to get out in the pouring down rain, but when we get down the week of,
A little drizzly, because it was just
Little
kind of
drizzly's one
drizzly
thing.
all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
It didn't really pour, but it was just enough to just kind of be like, oh, it's raining.
we're
You know,
we're now
so.
at the point where we're putting up all the little characters at the scenes, getting them in the ground, and we'll wait till Friday to start putting the snow on the roofs of the scenes and on the ground.
Fine.
Yeah.
So can you give us an idea of what's new, or are you wanting everybody just to see it?
No,
can you?
we've
Okay.
got a couple. We've got one new scene that the guys built. We added on to the Gingerbread Village,
Okay.
so now we have a police station and a fire department
Nice.
and a diner. So we did add on to that
That's so fun.
section. Yeah, it took up a lot of space.
Yeah.
We've also got on the side of the hill. We've added a bunch of snowflakes sort of on the ground. We
Okay.
decided, instead of putting them up, we wanted to put them down this year, just to
Yeah.
give it a different vibe
And a good picture.
a different look.
Yeah.
So we've got that scene. We've got the front tunnel. We're in the middle of trying to add a bunch of pole lights in the back. The tough part, whenever we open it back up to walk through, the tough part is filling the gaps for folks that drive through and for folks that are walking.
Okay.
So if it's all just drive through, we can do it.
Yeah.
Because we have a whole section of greenway that we don't have to put anything on because nobody's going to be walking in that area. We can move it all up to the road. But whenever we have both, that's an ordeal.
Oh my.
That's a lot of.
A lot of little lights.
Yeah.
So the ones that you're going to be walking through, you can still see them from the car, but to have the experience of walk through,
Some
right?
of them you cannot. There's probably
Okay.
there's probably 1, 2, 3. There's probably 3 or 4 scenes that you cannot see
Unless you get out and walk
unless you
it.
get out and walk it.
So where should we? I want to walk it. I really want to walk through. So where do I park? What's that situation? How do I come in?
Yep. So as soon as you come in, the gates open at 5:30 every evening,
Okay.
and they close at 9.
Okay.
So at 9 o'clock we'll shut the gates. Everybody that's in can stay in, and usually we don't clear the park out till 10 or 10:30. It takes
Okay.
them that long to get out of there, but the gates will close at 9. Mr. and Miss Claus will be there Friday, Saturday this week, Friday, Saturday next week,
Okay.
weather pending.
Okay.
And also we'll give an update Thursday afternoon. If they'll go to the city website, It'll be posted on the city website whether or not it'll be drive-through only.
Okay.
Because of the weather.
Right.
But you'll go into the front. You'll enter at the front of the park. You'll drive through, and you'll go all the way to the back parking lot back there at the ball fields.
Okay.
And you can park back there. That is handicap parking's back there and regular parking, but we will have a shuttle bus for those folks that are handicapped that need to, they don't want to walk through the whole thing, but they want to get to the front. Maybe they've got some kids to see Santa Claus. So we'll have a shuttle bus that'll carry you all the way to the front and drop you off, and that shuttle bus will just keep running all evening long. So when you're ready to go back, it'll pick you up at a shuttle bus area location right there in front of the restrooms, and it'll take you back to the back parking lot.
So when you go in, you'll actually be driving through the lights to go to them. So you're going to get to see them going in.
Yes.
You're going to park, then you can walk through, and then when you come back out, you're going to see them again. So you're going to get just a real good time.
Yeah. But to get to Mr. and Miss Claus, you
Okay.
have to park and get out and walk back through it all and come to the front.
Okay.
We'll have food trucks this year.
That was my next question.
Yep.
Vendors.
We'll have food trucks. We'll have Maria Dishman's concession stand, concessionaire. She'll be set up front. We have Witt's Barbecue. They'll be up front. We have one more. I can't remember who we have. I think we have some a Mexican food truck coming too.
Okay.
To have, and then so we'll have those three up front, and then we're also going to, weather pending, we have a digital 9x16, 9-foot up and down, 16-foot long, and it'll be on a telescope. So we'll have that in the front parking lot too, and we're going to play Christmas. We're going to play Christmas movies.
Oh, fun! Yes, you talked about that.
Yeah.
You got a screen.
So
You've got a screen set up to play movies.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yep.
All that's going to be awesome.
I think this Friday and Saturday will be Smallfoot, the movie Smallfoot. If you're not familiar with that, it's about a kid that gets taken in by an abominable snowman family. Yeah, so
Cool.
we have one of our scenes out there, Smallfoot.
Okay.
So we're going to play that movie, and then the following weekend, weather pending, I think right now we're on schedule to play Elf.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll change or not.
Fun.
Yeah.
And so the movies will only be in place whenever it's a walkthrough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
whenever it's a walkthrough, those movies will start at 6:30.
Okay.
So they'll
Very
play
good.
from 6:30. Yeah. So you can just sit there and
Oh,
watch.
I'm excited.
Watch a little bit of the movie with we'll have chairs.
Yeah.
So you can watch, or we'll have picnic tables everywhere. So you
Yeah.
can grab a bite to eat, sit down and eat, watch a little bit of the movie. If you don't want to watch it all, get up and go back through. And
Yeah, I'll be there a couple of times because I think I'll probably try to come this weekend, even, because I want to see it.
Sure.
And then really going to try to get my family out there on the 17th. I never know what kind of, with a bunch of kids and all of that, they could have colds or something. So
Yeah.
I never know what the mama and daddy are going to say. But my plan is, after we do our Christmas thing, is to the ones that can come out there on the 17th. That would be just a wonderful
Yeah.
finish to our day.
sounds like,
Perfect.
looks like you might have, that's going to be our hot weekend too because of weather.
Yeah, it'll be.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We're talking with Terry Martin. If you have any questions about Winter Wonderland is happening. It opens up on Friday, weather pending. Pray out the rain. We need the rain, but we need it to be dry. Just during the evenings on Friday and Saturday night, so we can do this walkthrough and have Santa Claus and do all the things that we
Yeah.
want to do out at the park. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be wonderful. And I want to say too, don't forget that they are doing horse-drawn carriage rides in downtown on Thursday and Friday, and they're free, but it's first come, first serve. And so that's going on. So, Friday, you could really make a time of it. You could go downtown, do the things there, maybe grab some dinner, then go to the park. Oh, my, you could really make a night of it.
I think she's actually doing those 3 nights.
3 nights.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Thursday, Friday, and Thursday,
Saturday?
Friday, and Saturday. Okay.
If
yeah.
Ace is listening, tell
Yeah,
her.
tell us to confirm. I know. I think you're right. I think you were right. So
I
there
thought
you
she
go.
told me 3 nights.
Yeah, so there you go. It's just a chance for you to, have some dinner and a fun ride in downtown, and then to head out to the park. This is just the all-encompassing evening. So it'll be a wonderful time, and you need to be a part of it. So if you have any questions, just reach out to Terry, and we'll keep you up to date. We are expecting Stan Stanley and some kiddos to come in because they have got the play coming up at Innovation Academy, and so he reached out to me and said, hey, can we come in and talk about that? Absolutely. I always love the famous Stan Stanley. I said, famous Stan Stanley in Hollywood in the same day. Oh my goodness, I need some autographs. Yeah, look at you, you're so funny. We're going to premiere. I mean, you got that big screen. We need a park, or we need in the center to premiere this movie. In the center, that's where it needs to happen, because it'll be cold if it's going to be February.
Yeah.
So come on, you guys, we got to make this happen. We need to
so.
premiere the movie in the center. Well, the reason I mentioned that theater is I thought, well, that'd be a really good place to premiere this movie that was in our city.
Yeah.
In the new theater, in the theater that's been renovated.
Just the movie, just the movie alone. I've watched some of their productions. They have good movies.
Yeah.
Good, clean.
Yeah.
Movies.
That you can let the kids see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So
I'm excited.
I think just the fact that who's doing it and how they do it, it's going to be
fun.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
So I just love it. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, you were there as an extra, and then they recruited you to be the sheriff. Right?
I was just showing them some buildings they could use.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even sign up to be an extra.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's a true Hollywood story. It's like, I'm going to put you in film.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you a star.
No, I didn't sign up.
So
I just was showing them buildings they could use of ours.
And they just hadn't hired the person for the sheriff yet. And they're like, hey, there's the guy.
They came back on day 2 and wanted to see another building and said, we thought about this.
Oh, that's hysterical. That's so funny. That's so funny. Were you just completely shocked?
I was disappointed because I had to give the uniform back.
Oh.
And I actually kept it for 3 or 4 days and wore it around town. I got free coffee and donuts everywhere I went. So I was really upset with that.
You're so funny. You're so funny. Oh, my gosh. That's hysterical. Hysterical.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
At first you're shocked and you're excited.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you're like, I've never done this. If I screw this up for this city, that is really bad. So,
I'm an ambassador for Springfield.
Yeah. So it goes from one, you go from one, like,
emotion to another.
To the next.
Yeah.
And,
that's hysterical. I love it. Talking with Terry Martin. He is our parks guy. He's the parks guy. There you go. About all things Winter Wonderland and things going on in the parks. I'm going to pause for a second. Got to talk about my Cumberland Connect, folks. I'm so excited about Cumberland Connect. I cannot wait. If you are a Cumberland Electric customer, you're going to have access to high-speed internet. And we're talking 1,000 megabits per second. That's a gig. If you don't understand what all that means, go to one of their workshops at www.cumberlandconnect.org/workshop. Just thrilled that they've come on as a daily sponsor here on One Street Over. And because I just love talking about them because I'm so excited. And I actually have my school computer with me today because I'm trying to upload video wirelessly, and I'm having a hard time loading stuff at the school even, so I was going to borrow the internet here at the radio station and get it done because I can't do things at home. Well, pretty soon I'll be able to. If I'm having trouble with the internet at the school, I can take something home and finish my uploads at home because I will have this fabulous internet. I cannot wait. It's a state-of-the-art gig-capable router included with internet service at no extra charge, 24/7, 365 days a year. Technical support that is local, that you will be able to talk to local folks that know what's going on. It's just very exciting and really thrilled to have them on as a daily sponsor. No data caps. They're not going to throttle your speeds. And again, no residential contracts, free standard residential installation. And again, if you want to go to a workshop to learn exactly what this means for you, you can go to www.cumberlandconnect.org/workshops. You can also put in your zip code and say, hey, when are they coming to my neighborhood? And you'll find out, like me, maybe very, very, very soon. So I can't wait. My friend Gwen Harder, I can't wait to talk to her because she cut the cord with AT&T this week. And she should have high-speed internet probably by the time she gets here on Friday. Oh, so jealous. But anyway. Oh, and she's actually coming in tomorrow with Terry Wilson because she's now working for the Veterans Service Office.
Okay.
So she's going to be in here tomorrow, so we'll get her update. But be sure when you contact Cumberland Connect, you know what to tell them. Let them know that you turn 6. Talking to Terry Martin. What else have you got going on? When the baseball season starts, anything you want to plug as we go through? Is it just Winter Wonderland. Nothing but Winter Wonderland right now.
One other thing I do want to talk about on Winter Wonderland. Friday, Saturday, the two walkthrough, well, the 4 walkthrough nights. Even if you're not going to walk through, you know, we have hooked up with Connect Robertson, and we're doing a glove, coat, and hat drive.
Okay.
So when you come through, it's called Fill the Sleigh. So we've got the huge 20-foot sleigh with the 16-foot reindeer at the front of the park. So when you walk through and you come to that area to get a photo shot, your family can get up in the sleigh and take pictures, everything like that. We'll have a big Christmas box there, and we want to fill that Christmas box with coats, gloves, and hats.
Okay.
New coats,
New stuff,
gloves,
not
new
old.
stuff,
Yep.
and size doesn't matter, youth to adult.
Okay.
And they're going to pick it up every evening
Okay.
and make sure that those folks that are in need of coats, gloves, and hats get what they need for this coming winter, because you know our winters, January and February, they get worse.
Yeah, and it's so unpredictable. I mean, you can have 60 degrees like we're going to have today, and then 20 the next day, and
Yes.
there's no rhyme or reason to it, and you can't get caught off guard. And that's through Robertson County Connect.
Yes.
Okay.
They have the connections of. We just came up with the idea because, you know, Dresden, Tennessee, that worked out so well to help those folks.
Last year.
Yes. So we just came up with a way that we can help out some more people through Winter Wonderland. And that was an idea that we came up with.
And Robertson County Connect, they connect to other nonprofits, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they connect, like if My Father's House has a need, or if Open Door has a need, they're going to help make those connections.
Yeah.
So they're going to, you know, kind of keep all that going. And so it's a way to know that you're giving to
Yes.
those, just to a general place where anybody
Yes.
can tack in.
They're connected to those.
Right.
They know who needs
Who needs what?
what.
So
So they're going to come by every evening and just load up and, you know, start delivering.
absolutely. And, you know, being a school teacher now, you see students that you think they need this or they need that. And, I mean,
Yeah.
you see it.
Yeah.
And I know that there's going to be kiddos that are going to come to school and you think, well, where's your coat?
Yeah.
Where's your coat? And so that's
And if you don't
true
want to
need.
get out, if you're just a drive-through family, but you still want to help, we'll have an area right there by the sleigh. Excuse me, right there by the sleigh where you can just roll your window down and somebody will
drop
be
it in.
there and
Wonderful.
they'll take it.
Very good. So coats, hats, and gloves, bring them. And new. Let me just stress, new. That's something we got into when we were doing the tornado relief. People bring in old clothes, and it's, well, if they don't have anything, it's, yeah, but if your stuff needs cleaning, and
Yeah.
it's, people think, well, this is good. And it's like, well, no, it probably isn't.
Yeah.
And you need to do new stuff just simply because that way we know
Yeah.
that it's suitable to present. So,
Yep.
very good.
It helps in all areas. Go
Yeah.
to Walmart. Go to Belk. You know, I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out. Go somewhere in Springfield.
Big Lot. I don't know if Big Lots has clothes anymore, but
They probably got
yeah.
gloves and hats.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Go to all of our local
Spend
places.
some tax dollars here.
Yes, boutiques uptown.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. All the
Go-
downtown square. Oh
That's
my
right.
goodness. Oh,
go
so many.
go anywhere and everywhere you can and just purchase something, and it helps everything.
You
it
bet it
helps,
does.
It helps the city, helps the people. It's just a ripple effect.
You got
Make
it.
it happen.
Trickle down.
That's it.
Trickle down. But anyway, talking about Winter Wonderland and all the things. What else are we missing? I know we got.
We have
famous
basketball
Stanley coming
season
up.
starting up January and February. They're practicing right now.
Right.
Our numbers are through the roof again. It's crazy. So, but that's good. Then baseball and softball sign-ups start in January.
Oh wow!
We're hosting the 2023
I've heard.
11 and 12 Ozone State Tournament this year.
What is that going to mean for the city? That's going to be crazy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's 24 teams here in town.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll put on a show for
When
them.
will that happen? What's the time frame?
July 14th or 17th.
So mid-July.
Yeah, right there.
Mid-July,
Yeah,
okay.
Right after, Freedom Fest. So we get
Okay. Oh man.
as soon as Winter Wonderland's over, we go into Freedom Fest mode.
It's crazy. We're such a cool town. Welcome if you're here in Robertson County because you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you're new and if you're here and you've seen this before, but Winter Wonderland is fabulous. I went last year, and it's just that may be the first time I got there, because it was one of those things that I kept thinking, I gotta go, and the next thing I know, it was too late to go. Yeah. Gina Hope stayed after me because she would come in. Have you been to Winter Wonderland yet? Have you been to Winter Wonderland yet? And and finally made it last year. Just absolutely loved it. It was just wonderful. Y'all do such a fabulous job. So give them the particulars again before we wrap it up. The dates and the times and all of the things. Coats, hats, and gloves, new ones. Bring them and let's stuff the sleigh. 9th,
10th, 16th, 17th. That's a Friday, Saturday. Those are the get out and walk nights, weather pending. Mm-hmm. Starting the 9th through the 23rd, you can drive through every night, weather pending. As long as it's not just a heavy rain, we will open the gates.
Okay.
But if it's drizzling at all, we won't ask people to get out. It'll just be drive through only.
So why do you not do it on Christmas Eve? Does somebody have to attend it? Is that the thing? So you just don't want to put that on anybody on Christmas Eve. Don't blame you a bit. So that's why you wrap it up on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason, because staff, we're out there working and making sure the lights stay on, and we got a fire pit that we have to oversee, people being around. We got the big screen going this year, so it's just Christmas Eve.
Absolutely.
They need to be with their families.
Absolutely. So through the 23rd, starting this Friday, weather pending, you can certainly drive through the 23rd, and you can walk through this weekend and next weekend, and maybe next weekend we'll even have snow.
Possibly.
There you go.
Possibly.
I love it. Thank you for coming in. Always you're my call. I'm like, I need to get a guest in the morning. I haven't talked to Terry. And you're just almost always available.
One morning.
Well, it's just because you forgot.
I did. I left coming here and I drove straight to work.
Went to
hysterical.
Work. And I was like, what happened?
I did. I drove straight to work.
And I so relate, because that's the little thing called ADD, and I think you and I probably dance in that same party.
Yeah, that's where I went.
I'm a scattered kids. The students go to me, Miss Vivi, I'm just really ADD, and I'm like, you are talking to the queen. Don't make an excuse. Get your work done.
That's right.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Good to see you.
Merry Christmas. I will see you at the park.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Absolutely. And we'll keep talking about Winter Wonderland, and we're going to make the switch. The famous Stanley on his way as Hollywood heads out the door. We're going to talk about Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gift and Gardening Center. Come on in here. We're going to talk about my friends, Corbin Creek. They are open right now. They've got their hours adjusted a bit because it's colder, and so that means they want to pull their hours back a little bit, but you're going to find them open right now on Monday through Saturday. They're open from 10 to 4, Sunday from 1 to 4. So the bottom line is, Amy always says, if you cannot connect with them, maybe you can't make those hours, just call her and she will meet you. She will help you figure it out. Their number is 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185. So you can connect with them and say, hey, I need some succulents. I need some houseplants. I need this, or I need one of your mother's wonderful aprons. I bought a Christmas apron that Miss Jane made the other day. Just love it. And got some hot holders and some other handcrafted items. And you can, of course, always stay stocked up on your CBD, your Robertson County CBD products that are produced from the plants her brother Bill grows, and anything you need, outstanding thing to help you with inflammation. My doctor told me to start using it, and I just was blown away at the difference it made. Now, if you want to go by and see them, they're at 4920 Highway 161 here in Springfield, 4920 Highway 161. And again, hours 10 to 4. Monday through Saturday, 1 to 4 on Sunday. Can't make those hours, just give them a call. And when you get in touch with them, you know what to tell them. Be sure and let them know that U-Turn sent you. Famous Stanley in the house.
Famous U-Turn Laverne.
Yeah. And you met Hollywood going out the door.
Yes.
I told myself, you will forever be Hollywood now because it's been in the movies.
Right.
So, fun. Do y'all know your teacher is famous? He was on Broadway. I just love that. I think that's so stinking cool. I mean, it is. It's neat. And I tease you, but I'm a fan.
And I'm a fan. We're mutual fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of love here.
What have we got going on? Talk to me about this.
Well, Epic Players, which is the after-school drama club at the Innovation Academy Springfield Middle School. At the end of every semester, we do a big production. That program was started years ago by Miss Lisa Owensby, who did a terrific job building the program. And so I stepped in this year teaching drama there, and we're about to mount my first show there, Annie Jr., which is coming up next week.
Okay.
Opens on Wednesday the 14th, and we have public performances on the 16th and 17th, next Friday and Saturday. So this morning, I have brought in 3 of our stars of the show. I've brought in Heaven Guevaro, who plays Annie, the title character. She's an 8th grader at the Innovation Academy. And Tegan Williams, who is Miss Hannigan, another one of the leading roles in it. And Tegan is also the president of our thespian society, the thespian society at the school, and then also Michelle Gonzalez Toy, who is working as our production stage manager, which other than the director is probably the most grueling job in the show. She's got a lot that she's been organizing for us. So 3 great scholars, super talented. So I thought we'd bring them in and let them talk about their show and their experience.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Are you having fun?
You know, it's a
It's a lot, isn't it? That's what I tell everybody. I am. I'm finally getting to that place where I'm kind of going, I can do this.
Yes, because we're in the same boat.
Yeah, we're in the exact same boat. He got recruited to be the drama teacher. I got recruited to be audio video. We're both having to do certification stuff, and it's just like so much paperwork. And and that's the thing. You would if you could just do the teaching, but it's like you got to get all the things in line too.
It's a lot of things.
So yeah,
but I am really enjoying it.
I
have
too.
these
I
little glimpses of when I'm able to like really connect with you know, and I'm teaching 6th through 10th grade, so it's a kind of a wide
And you're gonna have them through high school.
Which, so we're just getting started.
Yes.
But I am having a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. But it's been a lot. It is. So you're on my mind a lot because I think, okay,
likewise.
Me instead.
I think
we're doing it.
If U-Turn is doing it, if Laverne can do it, I can do it.
Just take it in.
Yeah,
that's
we're
exactly right. So we're loving it. But and I highly recommend looking into teaching, guys, because we need you. And if you can bring something to the table, talk to them. So okay, ladies, what are we going to talk to me? Yeah, who do we want to talk to first, Stan? You decide.
Let's talk to Heaven.
Okay, come on.
Annie.
Love your name. My goodness, what a name. That's a fabulous name. So pull that microphone down to you. Did anybody come prepared to sing a song for us at all? Did he ask you about that? Sometimes we put you on the spot.
I think we could talk her into singing.
Okay. So is this your first role?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is my first main role I've got, and I've been in drama for about 2 years, maybe
Okay.
3. I don't really know, but yeah, this is my first main role.
Okay, well, very good. What else have you done? Then you said you've had some other roles, but this is your first starring role.
Yes. Last year I was crew. I worked backstage, and then the other times I was ensemble. But the first time I was a fairy.
Okay. All right. Fun stuff. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm pretty excited here.
Do you know all your lines?
I know most of my lines. I just have like 3 to memorize.
Okay. Very good. So this is it's not the full production of Annie.
No, it's not.
Okay.
The theater licensing companies several years ago started with Disney, and they would license a junior version of a lot of their big shows that are, the Broadway version is 2.5 hours, and sometimes for schools that's not
That's a bit
very
much.
feasible. Yeah, it's a lot. So they kind of shrink them down and just you get like the best of the best. So all of the songs that you know, in this case from Annie, the musical or the film, a little bit of the song is in the show, but they've kind of trimmed it down and just kind of highlights of the show. So this is Annie Jr.
Okay, very cool. Well, when you said that, I didn't really understand what that means. So how long will the show be? What is the timing on the show? How long of a production is it?
55 minutes.
Okay, well that's good for students. About
it's
55 minutes. About 55 minutes. So very good. What are you most excited about? Maybe a particular song, or what is your most exciting thing to do on stage, do you think?
I don't really know. I mean, I like to sing, so I think all the parts are fun to do. But my favorite part will probably be Tomorrow. I like that song.
The song Tomorrow, of course. So how long have you been singing?
I've been singing since I was in 2nd grade.
Oh wow! Right. And what grade are you in now?
What?
What grade are you in now?
I'm in 8th grade now.
8th grade now. So you've been singing since 2nd grade. So very good. So, well, do you want to sing a couple of lines for us while I've got you on the microphone there?
I mean, sure, we can try.
Do you want to try? I think we would love. Go for it.
What song do you want me to
Why
sing?
don't you start with When I'm Stuck with a Day. That's great.
Okay.
Okay.
When I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely, I just stick on my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come with me. Okay.
Very good. Well, listen, I'm telling you, I'm always impressed.
It's fine.
I am so impressed when I can talk to a student and they just, yep, I'll sing it. That's wonderful. I can't wait. I will do my best to come and see your production. So tell me the times. You said it's next Wednesday. Right. Pull that microphone over, Stan, and tell me again the specifics.
So we've arranged with the school system that all of the county fifth graders in the Robertson County schools are coming to see the show next Wednesday in the morning.
Okay.
And then, so 2 school performances. Then we have a school performance for our students, our scholars, on Friday, and then Friday night, the December 16th at 6 o'clock, and Saturday the 17th at 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We have public performances. Tickets are very reasonable: $5 for adults, $3 for scholars, and just pick those up at the box office in the lobby. So
I love that you call the students scholars.
Oh, we have scholars.
Oh, is that an Innovation Academy thing?
I think that's an Innovation Academy thing.
Oh.
But I like it too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I try not to call them kids. I try to call them students, but I like scholars better.
We have scholars.
I love that. I like that a lot. So, okay, well, let's talk to the other girls here. Who's next here? Come on. Okay.
Go for it.
So, and tell me your name again.
I'm Tegan Williams.
Tegan Williams. Very nice to meet you.
Nice
and
to meet
you're playing a role of an adult in the play. So,
Yes,
what is your role?
I'm playing Miss Hannigan.
Yeah.
She's mean, to say
Uh-huh.
the least. Kind of the opposite of my personality, I hope.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I can tell. I can tell. So I'm assuming that you're going to have that beautiful hair all tied up in a tight bun or something to have that matriarchal look, right?
Definitely. I have a hair clip just for it.
Okay.
That way I look
all ready to go. Like
raggedy.
get all. So are you singing in the show?
I am. I have 4 songs.
Oh wow, very good. So how long have you been in theater?
I've been in theater since, I want to say 3rd grade.
Oh wow! And just what grade did
I'm
you
a
say?
sophomore.
You're a sophomore. You're one of the older kids. So you're going to be from the class that gets to graduate from Innovation Academy, the first class.
Yes, ma'am.
How fun is that? So when did you enter Innovation Academy?
I went in my 6th grade year. Got in through the lottery. Really lucky. And I've been there since, and I love it.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that. I love that we have Innovation Academy. I think that's great. And just a lot of fun. And I love that you're going to get to graduate from there. That's exciting. I know a few of the kids that are in that program and just absolutely loving it. So do you want to bless us with a line or two from a song?
I can.
She whips back her hair. Say, sure.
Let me just get ready.
There you go. You're funny. You're funny. So,
Okay.
what you got for us?
Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls.
I love it. Fabulous, Tegan. That is wonderful. That's going to be so much fun. I love it. So, what are you most excited about on stage?
Honestly, I find it really exciting when you like hit that ending note of a song and that there's like almost a pause before the audience claps where they're just kind of like taking in that final note and then they start clapping. Oh, it's lovely.
It's lovely. I love it.
There's nothing like that feeling.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, you're a natural for sure. You're a natural for sure. So is this your first starring role, or have you had other?
No, ma'am.
What else have you done?
Going back to 6th grade, I was actually here promoting Aladdin dual language, where I got my first starring role. Of
Okay.
Jasmine.
So yes. I remember.
I was
Very good.
Years ago. I think it's like 4 or 5 now.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I've kind of kept I went on to be Elsa, and I went on to be Morgana, which was a different version of Sleeping Beauty's Maleficent.
Okay.
So I've just kept at it.
Fun. And you've done all this through Innovation Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
Except now was Aladdin Innovation Academy too, or have you done anything with Robertson County Players?
Yes, ma'am. I did 2 of their summer programs when I was like 3rd and 4th grade.
Okay.
So that would have been the first time I did Annie Jr.
Okay.
And then the Seussical Kids.
Okay, very good. So what do you want to do when you grow up?
Well, it may not be.
Have you been bitten by the acting bug to the point that you want that for your career?
Yes, ma'am. I think that's where I want to go. I want to be like Mr. Stanley here and get on Broadway.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
I love it. Yeah. You got the confidence for sure. And I mean, and that's a lot of it. You gotta know that you can do it. You got to know that you can do it. Well, lovely. I love this. This is going to be fun. I hope I can make it. Yeah. Christmas is an awful busy time. So maybe I'm tagging with the 5th graders, Yeah,
so you're welcome anytime.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. So we need to talk with our stage production. And remind me your name again, sweetheart.
Michelle Gonzalez Toy.
Michelle Gonzalez. And what's the last name?
Gonzalez Toy.
Gonzalez Toy. Well, very nice to meet you. And you're the hardest working person in the room right now, right? So what made you want to do the production side of this?
Well, because I started out with being in crew, and then I just worked my way through a couple of shows recently. So yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been an actress at all? Have you ever done anything as far as acting, ensemble, any of that?
I did ensemble for Mary Poppins Jr. last year.
Okay. And y'all did that at Innovation?
Yes.
Okay, very fun. So do you think, since you've had a little taste of being on the acting side versus the production side, do you think you're navigating more to the production end of it?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe? Okay. Well, so, I need to probably go back and ask Kevin this too. So what is it you want to do with your future?
That's a great question.
What grade are you in now?
Sophomore.
Okay. Because that's when you start kind of thinking, you have those ideas when you're younger, but when you start getting into those last couple of years of high school is when you really start kind of honing in and thinking, okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. So
I've had thought about it. I have options that I'm thinking about, maybe doing something a little bit with the sciencey side of me, or more of a creative side of me, because I either want to be a meteorologist or a fashion designer.
Oh my, I love it. Well, see, and that's the thing. I tell so many people, you don't have to make it a career for it to be something that you do. Yeah, with Robertson County Players and all the things, and I tell everybody all the time, you can come in and be on the radio here. You just put together a show and find some sponsors, and you can do the things that you love to do creatively and still do the things sell real estate and be a teacher and do those things. So, you can have other careers and still have the fun, creative, artistic things going, because we've got so many with Willow Oak here in town. Oh my goodness, what you can do through them. You can find all kinds of wonderful creative things to do. So I guarantee you, if you like what you're doing, you can certainly do other things and do this too, as just your hobby, So maybe that.
Yeah.
Who knows? But a meteorologist, I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That'd be fun. So, well, good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you.
So, I tell you what. So, Heaven, what do you want to do? Get her to slide back in here on the microphone real quick, because I didn't ask you that question. So, let's tag in and see what is it you're wanting to do with your future? Do you know yet?
Well, there's multiple things that I've liked. It's either cooking or theater or singing. So it's one of those three.
Okay. I love it. Well, you're at that age you need to, kind of
explore.
Yeah. I wanted to be Tanya Tucker. They don't know who that is, but anyway.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was into that was the thing. Somebody sent me a picture of her the other day and I didn't even recognize her. But when I was a kid, that was, that's all I wanted to do is to come to Nashville. That was the thing. But I got here just on a different aspect of it. So, well, what are we missing, Stan? Why don't you let you take the mic back over and slide back over there?
I think we've covered all the details of the show, but we're just we're excited to continue on with that. Like I said, this program has been going they've had an after-school program for several years now, but it's the first time that we've actually started having theater classes during the day. So that's where my biggest challenge lies with the curriculum and building that program. But I look forward to, even though it's a lot of work, we have about 50 scholars in our after-school program that just me and one other teacher are kind of wrangling. It's a lot of energy to wrangle in. For those 3 hours a week, basically we're doing, we have 3 rehearsals a week, and then at the end of the term we put on the big show. So we're ready. This is our our hell week, you would say. Sorry. I think it's okay. But that's the final week. We open a week from tomorrow. So everything, all the professional shows I've ever done, all the amateur shows, everything comes down to the last week. It doesn't matter how prepared you are. So we've got a lot of work to do, but we're going to get there, and it's going to be an awesome show. So come see us next Friday and Saturday, the 16th or 17th at the theater at the Innovation Academy.
So, and the theater well. It's where Robertson County players do all theirs. It's where they had the Willow Oak performance this past weekend, which was fabulous.
Were you able to catch that?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it beautiful?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. They had it candlelit. I was talking with Lacey about the plans that they have for next year already. Well, and
how exciting with the new facility that they're going to have.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So if you don't know anything about Willow Oak, we'll get them back in here and really stay apprised as they are getting ready to do some renovations and move into their new building. And it's just exciting. You need to get involved in the arts, guys. It's just wonderful. And everybody has something that they can do artistic to feel something in you that you probably didn't even know was there. Talk to me. Now, you were talking about the classes. What are you teaching during the day? Do you have just drama classes? Because, see, I have to teach a computer class.
I teach right now 4 sections of a middle school, what's kind of morphing into like an arts appreciation class or performing arts appreciation class. Mostly centered on musical theater, because that's my my background. That's what I know. And then luckily one class each day I teach for a full block, which is an hour-and-a-half class for our high schoolers, which is a theater arts class. And that also is very much in development. But we've done a little bit of costume design. We've done a little bit of set design. We've done monologues and different dialogue things. We just finished a sewing unit where we all learned to sew for costume design. And those scholars, which are our freshmen and sophomore, our older scholars, are also kind of helping work as the production team a little bit for this show, or that's the goal of that program. And we've done that to a certain extent. Michelle is in that class, and Tegan as well. But Michelle was very, I noticed early on that she was very organized, and anything that I would ask her to do, she would have the Excel spreadsheet, just whip it out, and she would, get, so that's part of what the production stage manager does, is they have to keep the director organized. And I don't know if she knows that she's done it, but she definitely has helped a lot in that, because as I've been in a lot of shows, I've directed several shows. I've never directed a show that we rehearse 3 days a week with only scholars. So that was it's a challenge.
I bet.
But it's very it's also very rewarding, and I'm kind of prepared to be maybe a little bit emotional when we finally, maybe just because I haven't slept much, and I'll be ready. But, I'm very proud. I do see these glimpses of when I give a little, stage direction about something or make a suggestion, and somebody I can just tell, oh, they'd never thought of that. And I'm just like, oh, that's exactly why I wanted to do this. So.
Well, it's so funny because we have Arsenic and Old Lace they're doing at Greenbrier this weekend. And I happened to think, I thought, oh, I need to really, get them in here too, get Dr. Wilson in here.
Dr. Wilson.
So because they had originally scheduled it around Thanksgiving, and it got put off to this weekend. And a lot of that's just working with scholars, and you've got to learn your lines, you got to do this, you got to do all these things, and it's a lot.
And then with things that you wouldn't think about with from professional theater, but we have, when school does not meet because of sick days or because of vacation days.
Set you back.
It sets you back a little bit. And, the financing of shows. We have been graced with a nice budget and lots of community support, but you have to go about that funding in a different way than, you would if, coming from a professional background. So it's all a big learning curve, and that's fun to me, but it is
a learning curve.
It's a
I'm
big
with
learning
you.
curve. So,
I'm with you. I'm with you. Trying to get SD cards for my camera. It's like,
yeah, you don't just go out
don't
and
just
order
go
that.
buy 'em.
No.
You know, it's you got to go through a process,
Right.
and
Right.
It's all fun though. So, how many scholars are in this production?
We have 52 scholars right now that are part of this semester's Epic Players Drama Club.
Okay.
And I think probably about 40 of those, maybe 41 or 2 are actually in the show.
Okay.
So it's a large cast. Yes.
Ensemble and all of
Yes.
that. That'll be fabulous.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
goodness.
It's a lot of, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of energy. And sometimes with a cast that large, you don't really have to do that much to make something very effective. I mean, when
Right.
40 young singers are all belting it out, that on its own is exciting to watch. But yeah, it's a large cast, and then we have a crew. We have people that the students have designed the lighting. We have a couple of students that are running the soundboard or learning to do that. Michelle is directing the backstage crew that will move all the sets, and that school has that great historic theater with the fly rail system with the big sets. We have not been able to utilize that in the past, and we're using that for this production, which kind of that alone, I think, when they see sets flying in when they have not, that's going to be exciting to be a part of. So it's a fun, and we're committed to we're doing a younger version of a show at the end of every fall semester, and that'll be open to all ages in the school. And then as the scholars are getting older, the high schoolers, they've not had a chance to do a full length musical ever, and so in the spring, that's the plan each year, is to do a show that's geared towards the older scholars.
Okay.
And so we have not definitely decided on this for the spring, but it will be a full show, probably a little bit of a smaller cast, and the younger students that want to be involved will come in later and be part of the crew for that. But I want to give the high schoolers that are more advanced, that have a lot more experience, I don't want to continue to hold them back, because they need to have that experience of having a more fleshed out role and learning all those lines. It's because that's a bigger deal. Those shows are twice as long.
Tegan's going,
Yeah, they're excited about it.
She's like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
And we've got a lot of good ideas about, everybody has their opinion about what would be a great show.
I've had a feeling. I was like,
And then
okay, which one does she want?
Yeah,
what
we
show is
discussed
she?
it a lot. Yeah.
She wants Grease. Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's fun. That's fun. I had a feeling that she had some thoughts on it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's great. I mean, that's why I draw inspiration from that,
Absolutely. I love it. Talking with my friend Stanley. He is a teacher just like me. We got hired at the same time. When I found out you were doing this, I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be interesting.
Crazy, right?
Are you getting your master's? What are you doing?
I'm about to start that program.
Okay.
Probably in the spring.
See, now I'm going to be able to go through a certification. That's the thing. You kind of need to know this, folks, because these are the pathways that you can teach. Our friend Matt Driscoll, he's getting his master's, and he's teaching government psychology, sociology right now. And so he's getting his master's, but I'm not having to get my master's. Because my degree is in communications with a broadcast emphasis. I have to get the certification.
Right.
That I can get through Rutherford County, and there was a process, but it's a little bit, it's much more simple than what you're having to do.
Well,
because I don't have to go into the master's.
I'm not required to do that, but that's just the program that I'm looking into.
Well, good.
Yeah,
okay.
because my degree is actually in sociology.
Right.
But coming from a heavy theater background and lots of singing and music, dance, all that.
That's your qualifier right there. Yeah.
Right. And that's the professional experience that is why they called me. But so I was wanting to go back to school anyway. So when this kind of popped up, I thought, well, let's fine tune my choice of degree. And so I'm looking into a degree that's more in education, but with a theater emphasis.
Gotcha.
So I'll be taking classes on not how to be in a show, but how to teach how to be in a show.
Okay.
Which is
completely
will be very valuable.
Well, see, and that's one thing I am finding too, is trying to, okay, I know what I do, but how do I convey that to the students?
Right.
And so that's been an interesting journey, is to trying to structure those classes. See, now I've got next semester, they've got me teaching a communications class, and it's going to be business communications, and it's going to some speaking and all that, and a marketing class, and then I've got audio video too. What have you got next semester?
My next semester will look very, very similar to this semester. Which
I'm a little jealous. I want to just teach audio video.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah.
But it'll be a different group of scholars, but
Sure.
it will still be, I'll have the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade
wonderful.
Classes that are, the overview of performing arts.
That's wonderful.
And then I'll have another high school section of, we're calling it just Theater Arts 1.
Okay.
And we'll do a more fine-tuned version of a lot of stuff we did this semester, and then we're going to add some things. And some things you try, and they are a big failure.
Yeah.
And, because it's a first time. So, and that's to be expected. The administration has been super supportive of, we want you to bring your expertise, and we're not going to try to tell you what to do. Sometimes I would like them to tell me what to do.
I would too, because it's like I've done a couple of things. I'm like, well, that didn't work,
Right.
and because you got to bring the things that the students are receptive to,
Right.
And I've tried a couple of things. I thought they're going to love this, and they're just like, look at me like we're not doing that. And I'm like, okay,
I know that look.
you know that
remember
look.
that look.
You know that look, and it's like, okay, so we got to take the
Right.
turn. We're
Yeah.
going to do it this way.
Yeah.
So I'm learning. Well, God bless you. I'm praying for you, brother.
Thank you,
hang
ma'am.
in there.
Thank you,
I got to
ma'am.
do an ad, so I'll let you guys kind of wrap it up and walk out. I'm going to finish up with an ad. Go ahead.
Thank
you
you,
got any
ladies.
parting thoughts?
I'm super proud of these groups, and they've
Yeah.
worked super hard. Obviously, tons of talent, lots of smarts here. So come out and enjoy the show next Friday and Saturday, the 16th and 17th at the Innovation Academy. Epic Players, Annie Jr.
I love it. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. The famous Stan Stanley.
Oh, me.
Love you, brother. I know. You're always going to be the famous Stan Stanley to me. But anyway, I love it. God bless you. Nice to meet you, ladies. Scholars, I look forward to seeing you guys on the stage. And as we make our way out, we need to talk about one more sponsor. We're going to talk about my friends Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. My friends, that if you need some help at the real estate table, they are so well-rounded. It is so interesting because they're always looking for people who might want a career change, that might want to go into real estate. That's what happened with them. Rebecca came out of a radiology background. She went full-time many years ago. She's one of the first actually in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. She's been at this a long time. She studies to make sure she's up to date on everything she needs to know when you come to the table. And then her husband, Barry, was a vice president of a marketing company, a media marketing company for 17 years, went full-time with real estate, I want to say about 4 years ago. And so when you come to their table, they're going to make sure if you're selling something, number one, it's going to be seen in the absolute best light, because he's a Zillow certified photographer, licensed and insured drone pilot, does the 360-degree virtual reality home tours so people can walk through your home without having to walk through your home. And then she comes to the table again as one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist, which exhibits how she studies and stays up to date on how to cross those T's and dot those I's when you come to the table. It's a different world right now than it was last year. Interest rates are up, so that's going to change what kind of house you can buy. Maybe you were pre-qualified when the interest rates were down. You got to look at that. She's going to make sure you have gotten all those things done when you come to the table. They specialize in Robertson County properties, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. They are my friends. Contact them at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy, B-U-Y, robertsoncounty.com, or just call them 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425. Tell them U-Turn sent you. Thank you for joining me here on One Street Over. Tomorrow, Terry Wilson and Glenn Hart are in from the Veteran Service Office. Looking forward to visiting with them tomorrow and with you. God bless. Have a wonderful day. This is 1100 WSGI.